Tomorrow you have a quiz on sections 2-1 to 2-5. How you should watch this video is I will put a problem up on the screen. You should pause it, try the problem, and then I will go over the answer. Do it again, do it again, do it again. There are 12 questions. So in the first question says k minus 20 equals negative 17. Anytime that you are solving an equation, you always want to try and get the letter all by itself. So you always want to do the opposite operation. If it's an adding question, you want to subtract. If it's a subtracting question, you want to add. If it's multiplying, you want to divide. If it's dividing, you want to multiply. Go ahead and try question number 1. Please pause the video now. In question number 1, you want to try and get the k all by itself. So you want to get rid of that minus 20 by doing plus 20 and plus 20. Whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side. Those 20s cancel out. Bring down your k, bring down your equal sign. Negative 17 plus 20 gives you positive 3. In question number 2, 32 plus g equals negative 5. Go ahead and pause the video now and try this problem. In this question, you want to try and get the g all by itself, so you need to get rid of this 32. We get rid of the positive 32 by doing minus 32 and minus 32. These 32s cancel out. Bring down your g, bring down your equal sign. Negative 5 minus 32 gives you negative 37. In question number 3, when a number and a letter are right next to each other, that means times. So that really means 20 times h. Go ahead and try question number 3 right now. So the opposite of times is divide. So we want to divide by 20 and divide by 20. Those 20s cancel out. 1080 divided by 20 gives you 54. In question number 4, this says e divided by negative 2 equals 50. Go ahead and try number 4. In this question, this says divided by negative 2, so you want to multiply by negative 2 and multiply by negative 2. Those negative 2's cancel out. Bring down your e, bring down your equal sign. 50 times negative 2 is negative 100. So those are all one-step equations. We just want to do the opposite operation. The next type of question is a two-step equation. In a two-step equation, you want to try and get the number that's with the letter all by itself. Well, when you try and do that, you need to get rid of the plus whatever or minus whatever first. So in this case, you would want to get rid of this minus 15 first. Go ahead and try this question now. Pause the video here. So in this one, we want to get rid of the minus 15 by doing plus 15 and plus 15. Again, whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side of the equal sign. So when we are doing plus 15 and plus 15, we want to bring down our 9x. We want to bring down our equal sign. 39 plus 15 gives you 54. Now this says just a one-step equation that says 9 times x. The opposite of times is divide, so we want to divide by 9 and divide by 9. Those 9's cancel out. Always do top divided by bottom. 54 divided by 9 gives you 6. One of the ways that they're going to try and trick you is by writing the problem backwards, like this one is. We could actually take this 100 and this equal sign and move it to the end of the problem if we wanted to, so that it looks like a normal question. So we would have 5x plus 15 equals 100. We could do it that way. Go ahead and try this problem now. So when we go and do this, we want to get rid of the plus whatever or minus whatever first. So we want to do minus 15 and minus 15. 100 minus 15 is 85. Bring down your equal sign, bring down your 5x. Now this is just a one-step equation that says 5 times x. The opposite of times is divide. So we want to divide by 5 and divide by 5. 85 divided by 5 gives you 17. In the next one, this is another type of two-step equation, except this has dividing in it. Instead of having multiplying like a 2x or a 5x, this has dividing in it. If you wanted to, you could switch these around. You could have x over 4 plus 1 equals 6 if you wanted to do it that way. Go ahead and try this problem now. We want to try and get that x divided by 4 all by itself. So to try and get that x divided by 4 all by itself, we need to get rid of the 1. The way that we get rid of the positive 1 is to do -1 and -1. Again, whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. Those cancel out, so we bring down our x divided by 4. We bring down our equal sign. 6 minus 1 is 5. This now is a one-step equation that says x divided by 4. The opposite of divided by 4 is to multiply by 4 and multiply by 4. So we have x equals 20. In question number 8, this is the distributive property. In the distributive property, you want to take the number outside the parentheses and multiply it by both of the things inside the parentheses. So you have 2 times 3n and 2 times, be very careful, you have to look at the sign, that is a -6. So 2 times 3n and 2 times -6. Go ahead and try this problem now. You can pause it. So in this problem, we want to take the number outside and multiply by both things inside. 2 times 3n is 6n. 2 times -6 is -12. Bring down your equal sign. Bring down your 72. Now you just have a two-step equation. You want to try and get this 6n all by itself. So we want to get rid of the -12 by doing +12 and +12. So we have 6n equals 84. Divide by 6, divide by 6, and you get n equals 14. Taking a look at question number 9. In question number 9, we have letters on the same side of the equal sign. We have letters on the same side of the equal sign. When you have letters on the same side of the equal sign, you want to add together your like terms. Make sure that you pay attention to the signs that are in front of the number. So what we're really adding together here is a +5 and a -8. Go ahead and try this question on your own, please. Pause the video here. So again, we want to add together our like terms. We're adding together a 5x and a -8x. 5x plus -8x is -3x. Bring down your +9, bring down your equal sign, bring down your -3. Now you just have a two-step equation, -3 minus 3, or sorry. The opposite of +9 is -9, so we want to do -9 and -9. Bring down your -3x, bring down your equal sign. -3 minus 9 is -12. Divide by -3, divide by -3. Always do top divided by bottom. -12 divided by -3 is a +4. In question number 10, we have distributive property again. We want to take the number outside the parentheses and multiply it by both of the things inside parentheses. Here you have a letter that's all by itself. Remember, anytime that you have a letter all by itself, there's really a 1 in front. So you're really doing 2 times 5 and 2 times -1n. Go ahead and try this problem now. Pause the video. So 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times -1n is -2n equals 12. We want to try and get this -2n all by itself, so we want to get rid of that 10 by doing -10 and -10. So we have -2n equals 2. Now it's just a one-step equation that says -2 times n, so we want to divide by -2 and divide by -2. 2 divided by -2 is -1. In this next question, we have letters on both sides of the equal sign. Now, when it's on one side and on the other side, you can't add together your like terms. All right, you can't go like that. All right, you can't do that because they're on different sides of the equal sign. What you need to do, first of all, you have a letter all by itself, so there's really a 1 there. What you have to do is you have your choice. You need to get all the letters onto one side by either adding or subtracting the letter. So if it's a positive letter, you want to subtract it from both sides. If it's a negative letter, you want to add it to both sides. So you could, if you wanted to, you could do -3x and -3x. However, I wouldn't do it that way. The way that I would do it is always use the smaller of the two letters because you'll work with less negative signs. So I would do -1x and -1x first. That way these will cancel out and then you'll just have a two-step equation. Go ahead and finish up that problem on your own, please. Pause the video here. 3x minus 1x is 2x. Bring down your +1, bring down your equal sign. You're bringing down a +7. Now be careful, if that said -7, we bring down a -7, but it says +7, so we're bringing down a +7. Now it's just a two-step equation, so -1 to get this 2x all by itself. 7 minus 1 is 6. Divide by 2, x equals 3. And the last question, again, we have letters on both sides of the equal sign. Go ahead and try question number 12 on your own, please. Pause the video here. So again, you have your choice. You could, if you wanted to, do -4x and -4x. You could do it that way. I wouldn't do it that way. I would always work with the smaller of the two letters first. So I would personally do -2x and -2x because you work with less negative numbers this way. 4x minus 2x is 2x. Bring down your -6, bring down your equal sign, bring down your +4. Again, if that was a -4, that you would bring down a -4. Get the 2x all by itself, so you want to do +6 and +6. So you have 2x equals 10. Divide by 2, x equals 5. So this is what your quiz looks like tomorrow that you will have. Make sure that you do your homework tonight from yesterday. If you didn't do it yet, it's the Chapter 2 Quiz 1 review in Schoology. There is no new homework tonight. Have a good day. Be ready for your quiz tomorrow.